Have you been feeling overloaded, overstimulated? You seem to be comparing yourself, procrastinating, and you resonate with being an ambitious woman, but you're just not doing the things you need to get to where you want to go? Well, this video is for you, so stay tuned, because I am hopefully going to really help you to break through that once and for all. So if you're new around here, then welcome. I am Ailish, and I help ambitious women to create businesses and lives they love through evidence-based mindset, simple wellness, and intentional living strategies. And I'm so excited you're here and I'm back for another video. Again, this is just going to be a bit of a chatty video because I felt like that worked last time and it was really nice for me to do as well. So we're going to be talking about three different things today. So it's about intentional living and life by design, and how you can get there, and what's the three-step process you need to do to be able to have an intentional life and make sure we get to where we want to go. So let's look at the first part of it first, which is intentional living and life by design. So what do I mean by intentional living? And I was talking to a client about this earlier on this morning and asking her if she resonated with it, and actually she really did. And she said before she was had come on the call, she was having a chat with ChatGPT and then came on the coaching call, and that gave her a lot more clarity than what ChatGPT did, which you would hope. But anyway, we were talking about intentional living because she felt like she was stuck and she was at this roadblock and was having a bit of a slow month and wasn't necessarily doing the things she wanted to do to create the business and life she really dreamed for herself. And I thought, oh wow, this is a really great video to be able to talk to you about and provide some great tips on it as well. So then if you feel like that as well, then we can hopefully get you a little bit closer to where you want to go. So intentional living and life by design is essentially about creating what we desire. It has to start with, well, what do you want? And most people go throughout their life not actually thinking about what they really truly want and who they want to be and how they want to live life. And as ambitious women, and also when you become a mom, sometimes I feel like this can get lost in the ether of school drop-offs and pickups and dinners and homework and illnesses and house extensions and lack of sleep and commuting and childcare and all of the things. So it feels easier when you're in your 20s, but when you're in your 40s and you've got all of these things going on, and when you give birth and you become a mom, your identity changes. I mean, your brain literally changes. The grey matter in your brain changes, so you can prime yourself for motherhood even more. There's some research on that that's come out recently, so you can go and have a look at that. If our brains completely change to prime ourselves for this role, and yet previously we also identified as, say, a business owner or somebody who was really ambitious and really career driven and a high performer, then these two can sometimes become really competing. And then the guilt comes up because we feel like we're not doing one or the other in a really great way, or if we are, then the other one suffers, and the feelings of guilt and just like confusion around it and confusion around identity really come up. So intentional living then comes back to, okay, first of all, recognizing maybe I'm off track a little bit with where I thought I would be maybe in my 20s, or even like, what is this new version of life that I want to create for myself? And being intentional about that and going back to what is it I truly desire? And if you feel like you can't figure that out right now, it's just about sitting with what feels really good. When I'm doing something, what feels really good? And what do I want out of this one wild and precious life? I put that on my little YouTube heading. And that's partly for me because I love that quote by Mary Oliver that says, what do you want to do with your one wild and precious life? And it is so fleeting that it kind of cuts through the rubbish so that we can be intentional about how we want to live our lives. So for me, being intentional and like living life by design is, it kind of comes back to this YouTube channel in terms of the topics that I talk about. So from my work perspective, from coaching, which is what I do, it is to help people unblock their limiting beliefs so that then they can create the lives and businesses that they really truly want to. And I have a marketing background and I help with marketing strategy as well. And I'm a business coach and have been trained in that. So I have all the different facets of that to be able to help support with the business. But the underlying foundation is always the same, which is if you haven't got your limiting beliefs worked out, then nothing else is gonna work. Like, I can give you all the best marketing strategies in the world, but if you have not got your limiting beliefs and your mindset in the right, I want to say order, but it's not necessarily order, it's in the right state of being, then those marketing strategies just don't work. It is first and foremost about the mindset. And looking at it from an evidence-based perspective, because I love the evidence-based stuff behind it. Some of it can be quite woo-woo, but both of them can also link in together. There's some research coming out from, say, manifestation techniques that years ago we would use and we would call woo-woo. The science is now finally catching up with it, and everybody in the manifestation world is being like, duh, we've heard that for ages and we've known that for ages. But the evidence base does really interest me, and that's why I coach my clients through using neuroscience as one of the strategies. But the mindset there is first and foremost. The second part is wellness. I have spoken before about wanting to be really fit and healthy in my 80s and 90s to be able to look after my grandkids, and the longevity factor of wellness really, really interests me. So I want to be able to talk about that more. It previously came from when I was doing organic and natural beauty blogging, looking at sorting my skin out because it was really, really hormonal, and I got a lot of hormonal acne and I had a lot of digestive problems. So then the wellness side came into it, and I kind of fell into that a little bit more. But as I've gotten older, it has become so important, particularly as I am an older mum and I have my first biological child at 40. And I'm now 42 and I am pregnant with my second biological child, and I have a stepson at home. That's why I'm giving the context for that, who is an amazing 9-year-old. And so he's like my first, and then we have my first biological, and then this little one who's growing. And I feel really lucky that this is a low-risk pregnancy at 42, but that was also because I was intentional about my wellness from, I think, the age of like mid-30s onwards, which is when like the penny dropped for me in terms of like properly looking after myself from a longevity point of view, and then also from fertility as well. So the wellness side is part of it. And then finally, we have the intentional living and life by design. And the intentional living came about from, what do I truly want? What do I want to do with my one wild and precious life? So this was looking at the coaching, because I really, really, truly adore and love coaching. The second part of that was being creative. So I wanted in my life by design for things to be creative, hence why I'm back on YouTube again, because it lights me up. Like, this form of growing my business as well as being creative works for me. Now, it doesn't for everybody, but this is for me, and this is where it's really fun, that you get to choose what you want to do. And those three kind of core areas of the mindset, the wellness, and the intentional living are the things that I'm focusing on. And this is what I would encourage you to do as like that first step. So it's like, what do you want? What do you want? And when you can figure out what you want in your personal life from like a relationship perspective, you can go into that side of it with your children. Like, how do you want to help them and support them? Who do you want to be as a mother? In friendships, like, how do you want to be as a friend? And then in your business or your career, it's like, how do you want to show up each day? And then that links into step 2. So the next part is step 2, which is, what are you willing to believe to get there? So what am I willing to believe? What are all the beliefs that I currently have which are blocking me and keeping me stuck from getting to that next level? So if it is in a business perspective, like if you are stuck at a certain level of revenue and you feel like you can't break through that ceiling, it's then looking at what are all the limiting beliefs that you're currently telling yourself. So what I tend to do is get my clients to write down all of their limiting beliefs on the left-hand side of a piece of paper, and then say, is this ultimately true? Has this been written somewhere that you know about that nobody else does, where it is concrete and it's firm and that is just going to happen in your life? Well, no, no, it's not. So then we go, okay, I am willing to see this differently. Let me try a different way. So then I get them on the right-hand side of the piece of paper to then write down the new beliefs. And with those new beliefs, I then want them to start to read them over and over again, to be able to start to rewire our brain to see different options and come up with different solutions. This is about a believing that there is a better way. There is always a better way than the one we currently think. We always tell ourselves these lies and these silly stories that we cling onto so much. And it's about questioning everything that we were brought up to believe, so that if it's something that doesn't support us and it feels like it's holding us back, then we can go, okay, well, that actually doesn't fit for me anymore. So let me look at that and go, where did that come from? Does that belong to me even? Was that from me or was that from somebody else? And if it was, then we forgive them, and then we heal that side, and then we move on to the new belief, and we start to say it over and over again, and we start to then feel into the energy of that. And then when we can start to feel into the energy of that and truly believe in that new reality for us, that's when magic can start to happen. So with step 2, I would love for you to write down all of those limiting beliefs, and then the opposite of it, and let me know in the comments if you're willing to, what one limiting belief was and what your new story is, because I would love to see. And then the third step is, who are you willing to be along that journey? Now, in intentional living, in manifestation, in neuroscience, say for example in neuroscience, this is known as RAS, or it's part of your brain, which is the reticular activating system. When we start to pay attention to what we want, say for example, we want a brand new car and it is a Mercedes and it's bright green. When we want that and we decide that we want that, our reticular activating system in our brain starts to pay attention to any green Mercedes that starts to go around, and then you start to spot them everywhere. Now, from a manifestation point of view, that is, you could say that's the universe confirming that yes, you can have this, it's on its way to you, it's on its way to you. Whatever you want to believe is all okay and it's all fine, as long as it makes you feel good. So who are you willing to be is step 3. So when we look at this and when we look at the life that we want, we need to make some changes. And this can sometimes cause a little bit of friction between who we are now and who we're being versus who we want to be, because there tends to be a bit of a gap. And with that, the fun is looking at who do we want to be and going into so much detail on this, and then looking at how can we start to be that person now. So if it's a case of, if that person was earning a lot more money, then how would they look? Like, let's start with a really simple one. What would they look like? And would you have some clothes that you felt really, really good in? Well, okay, great. If that's the case, is there anything in our wardrobe now that can start to help us look and feel like that person that we're aiming towards? And if we have anything in our wardrobe that can signify that version of us, but we can tap into that right now, then let's start wearing it so that we can feel that these two timelines are starting to get closer to each other. So then you can start to look at, well, who else would I be? Would I be getting up earlier? Would I be meditating? How would I be dealing with these situations? And it then becomes a bit like a game and a bit like a challenge of, okay, let's see how long I can stay in this energy of like, I've already got everything I want. I'm living my dream life. I've hit the goals that I want to. And even though you're not there yet, but the energy of this is so much more fun than kind of being down here and feeling stuck. So this is what I want you to start to tap into. So that would be step 3.
Now, there are a whole host of other things that we can do to be able to help with intentional living and life by design. This is kind of just the tip of the iceberg, but it's some really cool things that and foundations that I get my clients to do to help have some real breakthroughs. So if this helped you, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because it really supports my channel. And if there is anything you would love to share in the comments, I would love to see it. So please do leave a comment as well. And I will get back to you. And I will also look to leave a free resource for you below to be able to help you on this journey to intentional living as an ambitious woman. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on the next video.